Well, it's all coming fast and furious at the Missouri Valley Men's Basketball Conference Media Day at Enterprise Center, downtown St. Louis. Harry Schrader with you, Valley Hoops Insider. Cade Tyson, he was just on our website maybe a couple of weeks ago, and joining us again today. So, not everybody likes to talk to me, and you did it twice, so I appreciate it. What's this been like for you?
It's been fun. It's definitely been a new experience for me and my teammate as well. It's fun to, be with the kids a little bit and just get out of our comfort zone. So,
you were named to the All-Conference first team, I think, preseason, if I read the piece of paper correctly. What does that mean to you? How exciting is that?
It feels good, but I'm mainly focused on, team goals this year and, what we can accomplish as a team rather than individual. So.
You and I talked the other day. What are the things that you're specifically working on in terms of your game and getting ready for the year?
Mainly just playing lower, and being able to play lower, helps me on both ends of the ball. So mainly just that.
You guys are loaded with freshmen and sophomore players. I mean, you've got to be the youngest team in the league. I haven't math, but you have to be. What does that mean in terms of both camaraderie but the challenge?
Yes, sir. I mean, it promotes new opportunities for, I feel like a lot of us have a chip on our shoulder just because we're young. And although we're young, we do have a good veteran squad, meaning like we have new transfer from Lee University, Jace Willingham, and then we have Keyshawn Davis and Lee. So.
Let's talk about Jacoby, though. He's right there looking at us. So tell us what he's like away from the floor.
He's awesome. He's a great guy. Loves to hang out with his teammates and loves to have fun. He thinks basketball all the time, though. So.
Thinks basketball all the time. When I was watching him last year, I thought this is a guy that can really kind of take over a game by the way he plays. He might not do all the scoring, although he could. He might not make every assist, though he could. But he's a guy that really can dictate the way the game goes.
Yes, sir. I mean, he's a great player individually, and he really helps everybody else that's on the court with him as well.
Before I let you go and we drag him over here, talk to me about Casey Alexander. Just why is he a guy that you wanted to play for and still like to want to play for?
He's a great guy through and through. He's very relational, and you can tell he really cares about his teammates. Father figure, I would say. But, yeah, he's very relational.
Appreciate your time. We're going to have Jacoby come join us. We're live here at the Enterprise Center. It's the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Media Day. That's Jacoby Gillespie. And, man, I so enjoyed watching you play. Like, I just – I'm a basketball junkie, right? So I watch lots of games and watch players, but I like the energy that you brought to the floor all last year. Talk to me. Is that a personality thing? Like, where does that come from?
Really, I always try to play as hard as I can, like it's the last game, and I was coming off the bench, so I knew I had to bring a spark. So I came in playing pretty hard, and I know I can score the ball and help others score.
So you came off the bench. Is that because there's an NBA guy in front of you? Talk a little bit about what you could learn from playing with a guy named Ben Shepherd.
Well, Ben, he always plays hard, practices hard, and he did all the little things. He wasn't just a cool guy that didn't want to do all the little things. So that it's really cool looking up to him and seeing how he's doing now.
And when you so you're in the backcourt now, and you've got a pretty handy guy next to you back there. Talk about just learning from a veteran player like that.
Yeah, Keyshawn, he really helped me a lot last year with bringing the ball up, knowing how our offense goes. And he's still going to be the main ball handler, but I think he helps a lot.
He's such a valuable guy. Played with a bum wing all last year, and yet was still super productive. I was having Cade talk about you. Talk to me about Cade Tyson. He's a guy that everybody knows his name now. He's got a little bit of a target on his back. Talk about him.
He's just off the court. He's a great guy. He always wants to do stuff with us, his teammates, and he's always the one texting in the group let's go eat as a team and stuff. So he's took on the leader role, and he also works super hard in basketball. I think he's definitely in the gym the most out of all of us.
Now, you two are just sophomores, but you played a ton last year, and you've got a whole bunch of guys that are sophomores that were coming out of high school. They had all the resume, all the stars, all that. You have so much young talent. Talk to me about some of those guys.
So we have Malik Dia. He transferred from Vanderbilt. he's going to be a great addition to us. He can really score the ball, and he can really do everything, honestly. He'll be one of our 5 men, I think. And we have many other great sophomores that we're all very talented. We just have to lock in and do the little things, and we'll win many games, I think.
Talk to me about, I was asking Cade about Coach Alexander, but the system, the offensive system you guys play is unique compared to most of the other teams in the league. You guys run such an efficient offense. Is that, as a young guy, was that hard to learn?
No, it's actually pretty easy to catch on to. We really just want to move as much as possible, screen guys, and shoot the ball. So it was pretty easy to catch on to, I think.
So more of a philosophy than set plays.
Yeah, definitely more of a philosophy. I mean, there's a few plays in there, but definitely more of a just emotion.
I know there's a lot of out of bounds plays. Coach Alexander's got out of bounds plays that are killer.
Yeah, for sure. We have a lot of back cuts, slips, come off shoot, so you can't really guess what we're gonna do.
So I was asking Cade, and I want to ask you, like in this offseason, what have you been working on in your personal game?
Really just because I know I can shoot the ball, so I've been trying to focus on that, staying on balance, because last year I would catch myself leaning back and all that type of thing. So I think shooting the ball is what I worked on most.
And wait, do you guys live together? Who's your roommate?
Keyshawn, Kyler, and Malik.
All right. I was trying to remember. I remember who's like living with whom, you know. So you guys were picked, I don't know, 5th maybe in the standings. I don't know what that was. Any thoughts about how that preseason poll came out?
I mean, I don't really pay attention to that stuff really, but I think if we have a lot of talent, and if we do all the little things, we'll win a lot of games. So that'll definitely change, I think.
I'm looking forward to it. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Jacoby Gillespie, the Belmont Bruins. We'll be back with their head coach, Casey Alexander, in just a minute. You're watching live coverage of the Missouri Valley Conference Men's Basketball Media Day from St. Louis.